Good morning, good morning. Thank you that you join us for King's Local Daily, Kings 88.5, your radio vendor. Yes, we are in it. We are in the wall of information. One tier of our existence on earth centers on information. Without information, you are used, abused, tossed to and fro. You are at the feet of be informed as the victim. Don't allow yourself to be in such a situation. It is bad. It's undesirable, uncomfortable. Get involved. Get fully engaged with information. King's Local Daily, your radio vendor, runs you through the main stories, the lead and sub-lead, as well as others. Today is Thursday, the 27th day of November 2025. I'm Sam Andrews. These are the papers with your radio vendor, Kings 88.5, the In Profile Daily, Liberia's most investigative newspaper, The Independent, Front Page Africa, The News, the nation's news since 1989, The New Dawn, truly independent, Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you, The Authoritative Heritage, Liberia's most analytical newspaper, The Analyst, and The Doyen Inquirer. We begin with Liberia's most investigative newspaper, The Independent. Lead story: US 200 million missing at agriculture as Senate authorizes full audit. That's the lead story of The Independent newspaper. US 200 million missing at agriculture as Senate authorizes full audit. A question lead story. The paper is suspecting by its own investigation with this question headline: US 200 million missing at agriculture as Senate authorizes full audit. It carries the photographs of B. Pro Tem Yomblikanga Lawrence, Unity Party and Liberty Party, Dr. Alexander Nuta, Agriculture Minister, and Senate Education Chairman Nathaniel McGill. Big footnote story front page. Deeply troubling for any democracy. Alja responds to House Speaker Cohn's threat against journalists. The president of the Association of Liberian Journalists in the Americas, Joey Kennedy, on the front page. The speaker threatened to jail journalists covering who will demonstrate on legislative undesirable conduct. He said if he didn't do it, then they should change his name from Richard Cohn. That is Unity Party Speaker. Journalists in Liberia have been threatened. The next thing you will find somewhere, arrest mysterious disappearance of journalists dead or on the sidewalk, dead body. That's what Richard Cohn has initiated and has informed the country what it will be going into 2029, especially journalists who are opposition or opposition journalists. The back page of Be Independent. ECOWAS begins construction of US 26 million border post. Increasing hostility towards journalists. PUL describes speaker's threat. Increasing hostility towards journalists. PUL, the Press Union of Liberia, the parent body of journalists, describes regime speaker, Unity Party Speaker Richard Cohn's threat against journalists. The president of the Press Union of Liberia, Julius Kanumba, is on the back page. Other stories: criminal court subpoena BMC over Cloud Hope Foundation. The government wants to take it, seize it, confiscate it, have it, and turn it over to the current First Lady Katumu Bwaka as her construction, her project. The Independent newspaper is out for 50 Liberian dollars. 50. With this lead story: US 200 million missing at agriculture. Nine minutes after 11. Next, Be in Profile Daily, celebrating 18 years of existence. Lead story: Be in Profile Daily. Bwaka to confiscate Cloud Weir's foundation. The paper is asking. Lead story: question capture. Bwaka to confiscate Cloud Weir's foundation. If confiscated, President Bwaka will turn it over to his wife, Katumu Yata Bwaka. Insider confirmed. The paper is reporting that an insider within Joseph Yema Bwaka office confirmed to it that the president has resolved with a determined move to take Cloud Weir Foundation and turn it over to his wife, Katumu Bwaka, as her property, her project. The head of Arab, the asset retriever team, Claire Martin, said they were going after former government officials, but the former government officials are only George Weah, Claire Weah, Finabono. What happened? What happened? So Thomas Fowler was a former official in the Weah government, and he has properties all around. He has that huge university. Yosef Claire Weah built it while she was in office as former first lady. So Thomas Fowler, he was deputy speaker. Let everybody, don't go after certain people. Let it not be selective. Let it not be a travesty. Go after, you said, former government officials. Don't do it this way. It's bad. It will bring chaos into the country. You stop the grudge. You stop the hate. Drop the envy. Thomas Fowler has a huge property which he acquired during his reign as deputy speaker in the UP government, CDC government, and other people. So you want to go after them, since you said you are going after former government officials to retrieve suspicious property acquired. Go after everybody. Let it not be few people. Let it not be George Weah, Claire Weah, Finabono. Go after everybody. Thomas Fowler is one of those. We name them on Real Talk. We have the list. Every one of them. Is it because Thomas Fowler wants to protect his property? That's why he said he is supporting the government, because Boakai is Kisi, Boakai from Lofa, so he pledged his support to protect him against such? No. Joseph Yuma Boakai, don't do it. We know that you have a personal grudge against George Weah, but this is wrong. God himself is not with you on this. No. God himself is not with you on that. That's the lead story of the In Profile Daily newspaper. Boakai to confiscate Claire Weah's foundation. If confiscated, President Boakai will turn it over to his wife, Katumu Yatta Boakai. Insider confirmed to the paper. Other stories, the front page. Pierre Tons McGill says he's sanctioned for lacking moral character. And I learned that McGill responded on one of the media institutions. They were very forceful. Unity Party in opposition sought to aid that CDC officials were sanctioned. They are in opposition today. They are tight-lipped. That is why the government is treating them the way they are treating them. They are in opposition. They have to rise up. They have to stand up, face the government. Don't be afraid. Joseph Yuma Boakai cannot order his army and police to kill people. Face up. These people were in opposition. They were turning the country. They created instability. They created insecurity. They wanted war. Joseph Yuma Boakai supported everything. Today they are in power. You in opposition, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You're face up to the people. Aja condemns Coons threat. The back page of the In Profile Daily. Boakai hit with explosive petition. Boakai hit with explosive petition. The In Profile is up today for only 40 Liberian dollars. In life, labor for your own. Don't use any diabolical intent, suspicious, or any diabolical intent and use your power because you have power. You go after to turn it over to someone of your family. It goes with curse. Front page Africa newspaper. Lead story. Putting our health at risk. Putting our health at risk. Doctors warn that rampant abuse of antimicrobial drugs It's creating superbugs that are killing thousands and leaving. The front page, the other lead story, Cloud Hope Foundation dismisses politically motivated allegations amid Arab probe. We have operated with integrity and professionalism, the foundation says, and the paper is carrying the former First Lady alongside the man whom is being used as the surrogate to go after George Weah, his wife, and Finabono, leaving the rest of the officials in the government, since he said they are going after former government officials. Why? They can't name the rest of the people. Go after, put Thomas Fowler on the list. We challenge you to put Thomas Fowler on the list. Thomas Fowler has built a gigantic structure. Where did he get money from to do that? Thomas Fowler is one of several on the list. The back page of Front Page Africa newspaper is all sports. B Mountain Pools players from county meet over injury fears. The paper is out for 40 Liberian dollars, only 40, no more, no less, only 40 Liberian dollars. 17 minutes after 11, you are listening to and watching King's Local Daily. God hates injustice. God hates envy. God hates harboring grudge. God hates using your power to go against people selectively. Nebuchadnezzar is a witness. Uzziah is a witness. Cyrus is a witness. And they are so many. Lead story of the news. The nation's news since 1989. Court denied motion to drop juror from capital arson case. Court denied motion to drop juror from capital arson case. The lead story of the newspaper. George Roosevelt Willie is enjoying the front page. The footnote story front page. Speaker Coons press threat condemned. Speaker Coons press threat condemned by the Association of Liberian Journalists in the Americas. Its president, Joey Kennedy, on the front page. The speaker, through his information man, said it was a joke. He was cracking joke with the journalists. How normal is that? How foolhardy that anyone in their rational self will ever believe that that was a joke. Is that how a speaker cracks joke? Is that how? Vesely Sumo should be sorry for himself, sitting there and saying that the speaker was joking with journalists. Is that what you call joke? The back page of the news. No free water for new customers. LWHC clarifies misinformation. Immigration unveils 5-year strategic plan. Intellectual Property Office wants US 1.5 million budget boost. The news, the nation's news since 1989 is out this morning for 40, reasonable amount. "20 minutes after 11. The New Dawn newspaper, truly independent, is next. Lead story of the New Dawn newspaper. Fremont backs. Says Boubacar Weah will face arrest under my presidency. The lead story of the New Dawn newspaper. Freeman Bax says Boakai Weah will face arrest under my presidency. That when he becomes president of Liberia, according to Simeon Freeman, Joseph Yuma Boakai, George Weah will face arrest. The back page of the New Dawn newspaper, Liberia. Heavy rains halt nationwide road project. The paper is quoting the Minister of Information, Jeremy Pia, as saying that heavy rain halts nationwide project. Heavy rain halts nationwide project. Too early to start using Gore as an excuse. Just admit. The New Dawn newspaper is out today for $50 Liberian dollars, only 50, no more, no less. With this lead story, Freeman Bax says Boakai Weah will face arrest under my presidency. 22 minutes after 11 o'clock, you're listening and watching King's Local Daily, your radio vendor that brings the paper to you technologically. The Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you, is next. Lead story. Global Witness identifies world's top chocolate companies fueling deforestation in Liberia. Liberian cocoa exports to Europe are at its highest level since 2022. The back page of the Oracle News Daily. Government fetches documents in bay to seize Cloud Hope Foundation. That's the back lead. Government fetches documents in bay to seize Cloud Hope Foundation, meaning they have asked BMC to say, come bring all the documents to show. Once we can have those documents, then we can conclude that it was government money she used. So we'll go and take it and then turn it over to Boakai's wife. Global HIV fight faces major challenges. That's the sub-lead story. Global HIV fight faces major challenges. The new Oracle News Daily is out for 40. Yes, 40. No more, no less. 40 Liberian dollars. So quickly, we have three doyen newspapers to go. We'll run through the headlines as quickly as we can because those headlines are not catchy. The authoritative heritage. Lead story. Chiefs driving national unity. Boakai and his VP and his Internal Affairs Minister, Francis Yimali, all enjoying the front page. Vahun road finally to begin. UMU president dies suddenly. Academic activities suspended. We are told that he dropped in his office and before they could reach the hospital, he was DOA, dead on arrival. The back page is all the meeting Boakai had with the chiefs. The Analyst, Liberia's most analytical newspaper, lead story. Boakai seeks Africa's global recognition as he speaks at Meddates Forum in Morocco. They gave him a award. Yesterday, when Weah was receiving a award, they said that award will eat Boakai receiving a award for good speech. The other stories, speakers jail threats, ignite press freedom alarm as PUL condemns utterance. The Press Union of Liberia has condemned the threat from regime speaker, Unity Party speaker to jail journalists. created instability, fear in the journalists and beyond the Capitol building corridors. It means going into 2029, the free speech will be curtailed. Anybody who said something that the government ain't satisfied with, any government official can just lock you up. So journalists, you'll be careful, especially we in the opposition. Gafwan, Gettings meet OFI officials, seek accelerated funding roads. The back page of The Analyst. Senator Conan writes GAC for work permit audit to focus on compliance and systemic control. AML, that's ArcelorMittal Liberia, prioritizes women technology education. Ofina Nimlet to become first female train driver. From spectator to ownership of economy, Representative One-Way bill to rescue. The Analyst, Liberia's most analytical newspaper, is out for 40 Liberian dollars. Only 40, no more, no less. The last but not the least, and then we are out on King's Local Daily for today, Friday, but Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. The Doyen Inquirer, Lee Story. At Meddates Forum in Morocco, Bouaka wants Africa lead in reinventing global order. He's on the front page. Orange Money introduces digital gift card as new era of gifting and digital assets in Liberia. World Bank compliance review clears. Zom Lion. The back page of the Doyen Inquirer newspaper. UMU President Billy is dead. Court demands Claho Foundation records. That's the back page. The Inquirer is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. Only 40. No more, no less. What that's it. That's all the time we've got wave for the papers with the trending topical issue. Government wants Clara Hope Foundation. The head of Bouaka Arab says they're going after former government officials, but the former government officials are only three: George Weah, Claire Weah, Finabono. Those are, as far as the government definition is concerned of former government officials, those three. We have all along said it. Joseph Human Bouaka target had always been George Weah. All of his officials have made it clear. They have directed everything at George Weah. They have always said George Weah messed the country also. Their target is George Weah. So they're going after. Now, these three people have to be very careful. They have to be very, very careful with their lives. These Unity Party people can do anything. They have to be very, very careful. Bouaka hit George Weah to the core. Joseph Yeman Bouaka hit George Weah to the core. Ask God himself. God will explain it. Look at all of the signs. Everything. How can Clamante, who is the head of the Assets Retrieval Task Force, say they're going after former government officials? Moreover, he said that their work dates back 10 years. But since he started, the Finabono, Claire Marie Weah, George Weah, Joseph Bouaka wants to seize everything of George Weah, every down to even a penny. Joseph Ima Bouaka wants to get it off George Weah. He wants to see George Weah in a degrading, dehumanizing manner. That's the kind of grudge that Joseph Ima Bouaka has against George Weah. The man who saved his life, God first, George Weah second. That's the man Joseph Ima Bouaka is going against. But God has a way of having a final say in everything. God is not of the earth. Everything that happens on the earth, God is aware and he's involved. He is aware. and he's involved. He's never off the earth. If God was off the earth, nobody will pray to him, nobody will call him for anything, nobody will acknowledge him. But because he is with the earth, he's involved with everything. He sees the injustices and he speaks against injustices. He speaks against travesty of justice. He speaks against injustice, selective justice. He is never ever off. He gets himself involved. You go ask the guys in the Bible who felt that they had all of the power unto themselves. They were going after people. At the close of the day, God intervened. That's all the time we've got. So the opposition, if ever was a time to rise up, if ever was a time to stop being idle, if ever was a time to stand up. I know that the rest of the opposition people, it doesn't concern them because it doesn't involve them, so they wouldn't take any interest in that. But you seditionists, you officials of CDC, you people are the leading opposition. You don't sit, you don't rest content. Otherwise than that, forget it, it's going to get bigger. These guys are resolved, they are determined. No better time to stand up with a strong synergy, oneness of purpose than now. That Unity Party, you saw what they did to you when they were in opposition. Then they have the power. Imagine the people were in opposition. They kept your feet to the fire 24/7. They created instability. They lied to the international community. They did all kinds of things. They made sure that you got sanctions. All of those officials they were using from the international community, all of them are silent today. As far as they're concerned, everything is over now, mission accomplished. They broke George Weah headquarters down intentionally, just so the opposition will be weakened and do nothing. This is the time that you people have to stand up. Stand up. You don't be afraid of Joseph Human Boakai. Nobody can take gun for you, against you. They will not kill you. You can sit over there, opposition lawmakers, opposition politicians, and can talk, can't say anything. I know that you people have achieved. One of the reasons I'm convinced why you people don't want to be vocal enough, because you people are protective of your property too. You're scared that they will say they're coming after you. Let them come. Let them do anything they want to do and see whether this country is their personal property. I see you. The news is on at 1. Join us for that. And at 3, we've got Real Talk.